This is my 2014 Crf125f that I picked up for 500 bucks. The previous owner said he just rebuilt it and it never run right since. It runs, but it has a loud picking noise coming from the engine. It has no power whatsoever and it smokes a lot. Let's start it up so you guys can hear what it sounds like when it's running. It's pretty rough. So let's tear it down and see if we can find the issue and fix it. Start off by pulling the gas tank, the seat, and the plastics. The first thing we're going to do is check and see if it's in time. Pull these 3 8mm bolts and pull the cam gear cover, and this will give us access to the cam gear. Whoever was in this engine the last time really liked to cake on the RTV. Pull these 2 plugs. This will give us access to the hash marks on the flywheel so we can get it to top dead center. And then we're going to pull the valve cover. It's 4 8mm bolts. If it's stuck, it's okay to tap it slightly with the rubber mallet. Pull the plug so we can spin the engine over easier to get it to top dead center. Right off the bat, this plug doesn't look good. It's oil covered and the gap is set way too big. Grab a 17mm socket and ratchet so we can spin the engine over to get it to top dead center. There will be a T and a hash mark on the flywheel that you want to line up with the hash mark on the inspection window. And sure enough, we found the issue. It's 180 degrees out of time. To fix this, grab a 12mm socket and ratchet and pull off the cam gear. Make sure the piston is still at top dead center. Spin the cam gear inside of the cam chain until the 2 hash marks on the cam gear is parallel with the head. As you can see, the two hash marks are parallel with the head and the cam lobes are facing downward. And we are still at top dead center on the flywheel. Next, we're going to clean up our mating surfaces and get rid of the old RTV. To put the valve cover back on, there are 4 8mm bolts. If you want to torque them, they go to about 8 foot-pounds, but I'm just going to snug them by hand. And then it's time to put on the cam gear cover. There are 3 8mm bolts. They go to about 8 foot-pounds, but again, I'm just going to snug them by hand. Next, we're going to put in our 2 access plugs. Just snug these up. You do not want to over tighten these. Let's put it back together and see how it runs. Now it runs great and revs up like it should, but it's going to need a full top end rebuild. It's smoking pretty bad and the cam chain is super loose. The next video will be a full step-by-step tutorial on how to do the top end on one of these bikes.